Wait, you wear glasses?
Yeah. I don't wear them.
Okay.
I just walk around the wine house.
Yeah.
I used to wear them more.
Okay.
But now that
She doesn't need something else to do. Okay, so she looks at her phone.
no, this is what happens because I'm older. I can't with my glasses on. I can't see my phone. So I think I need like bifocals because and I refuse that. So I haven't told Jose yet, but I think I want to get the eye surgery. So then
Oh, the laser.
Is it recording?
From the minute you walk in, everything is
so I think I like that way. If I need glasses, it'll just be readers, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, usually that's the whole purpose of the site.
Yeah.
To correct.
Yeah.
Well, we should pass the pill.
No.
No?
She's a nurse. She's not
I know, I'm messing with her. That's it.
I don't-
Anytime someone asks something medical, I'm like, hey, the pill's right there. All right, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Real JEP Podcast. I'm JEP,
And I am JEP.
and we have the JEP ladies with us. So, very important. We got celebrities. But hey, as we always do, we talk about real conversation, real stories, and we kind of like peel back the curtain and show you guys what we do, the aspect that people don't see, the conversation that people don't hear about, the real people behind the transaction. So today I have a real pleasure of having my wife, Estephanie, and Jose's wife, Leslie, with us to kind of like where we fully peel the curtain and talk about from their perspective how they deal with us. So, as I always start this show, how are you ladies doing?
Good. Doing good.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Ready to get drilled? Quick question.
Sure.
Come on.
Great.
The real JEP.
No, we don't cut this.
This one
cut.
is here.
Hey, but
I've seen the previous one.
If
They're
you-
all edits.
okay, I got thrown under the bus. Jeez. But hey, how you doing today, Jose?
I'm good. I'm excited to get these questions answered. You know? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
No, I'm super excited today, and one of the things that I'm really pumped about. So we've ordered. I mean, everybody knows that the World Cup is happening, and for us especially, that's kind of like a huge moment because it was 52 years ago that Haiti qualified for the World Cup, and this is kind of like stories that my parents saw with the experience, and now we get to experience it.
Yeah.
So, of course, we made it a point to buy the jerseys, the official jerseys that I have with me here.
Thought they were gonna sponsor us.
Hey, you never know on upcoming shows. So they came yesterday, saw the box this morning,
Right.
and I just kind of like wanted to open it
That's awesome.
because I think it's super cool.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's nice.
So it has the palm trees, the like everything about
That's cool.
Yeah.
us. So
That's awesome.
So
yeah.
obviously you guys are going to the Boston game.
We're trying. So, I mean, we're saying like worst case, we'll do something we've never done before, tailgate, or we're gonna do what?
Party.
You have you got tickets to the Haiti game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. So it's like the challenge is if we get tickets, we have to make sure that all our friends get, and we're a big group. Like I have a friend from one of the best men from our wedding who's coming from North Carolina
Oh, nice.
to kind of like be with us, like spend a couple of days right around the first game.
Yeah.
So
The World
Also,
Cup is huge.
Yeah.
We're going to Atlanta to see Spain versus
Okay, bird.
Cape Verde.
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Jose, you want to start with the first question?
Okay. First question: do you love me?
What time? What day is it?
So, okay. First question. Okay, if you had to describe what it's like being married to a real estate broker in one sentence, what would you say?
I mean,
Lovely.
there's the ups and downs, but I would say, I don't know, I may be like,
When you got these questions 5 minutes before.
not even.
More like 10 minutes.
I don't know. Give me time to think about it. But I would say for me, it's probably a different case. Jose is very very calm demeanored. And unless something's really, really bothering him, he doesn't show much of what's affecting him at work. He takes his when he gets home, he takes his little 30 minutes to retreat by himself, kind of.
Mhm.
And after that, he's home. Well, unless his phone rings. But for the most part, unless I'm just so immune to it that it just doesn't
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
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 I mean, from the other side, I mean, not a broker, but a real estate agent, a contractor, entrepreneur in general. I'm always having a lot of things on my plate.
Yeah.
What do you think? What does it feel like?
Very unpredictable. Keeps it really does keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
Always wondering what's happening, what's going on. I can't really, I can't always guess what's happening, especially I'm not in the same field.
Mhm.
So to me, it looks kind of like, I don't want to say disorganized, but it's like, it's chaos, and I thrive on structure. So it's hard to kind of, understand. So I always have to ask questions about what's going on. Yeah. So I would say kind of unpredictable.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, you're used to it and you like it, right?
Yes.
But
It's in a good way.
and I think that's very interesting because kind of like I don't know if it's the same for you guys. This is kind of like where we completely night and day.
Mhm.
She loves everything organized, teed up to the hours, and I'm more like an organized chaos.
Mhm.
Like I thrive in it. I know a lot of times people will say, well, you're really not as effective. But I think after doing this for so long, that anything that changes, it'll bother me, but I kind of have learned to figure out how to
Yeah.
adapt quickly, how
Yeah.
to change, how to make sure that I do what I need to do and still be perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not easy. I mean, it's definitely, this job is just 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
and every situation is so different that adjusting to things, sometimes you just can't say, I'm going to do this 1, 2, 3, because it's not going to be like that.
Yeah.
People
Mhm.
want to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about organized chaos and everything. So, question I'll ask basically to everyone:
Yeah.
how important do you think conversation is to kind of keep the relationship strong and going in the midst of all that? I'll let the ladies go.
I feel like communication's important.
Mhm.
I feel like Jose's not always great at communicating. And he hears what he wants to hear.
Really?
Yeah. Or he half reads my texts, which is like one of my biggest pet peeves of his. Like I will say, do this. Example, the other day, I don't have Zelle. So I said, can you Zelle somebody? It was actually for my mom. I said, can you Zelle them? He said, she'll Venmo you. He demoed the person.
Hey, Venmo was the important part.
It was a big chaos because he did not read my text. All he
Yep.
said was, all he saw was like, demo. That's just one recent example, but he does that a lot. He half reads my text and he's like, you said this. I said, no, I didn't. Go read my text again.
But at the end of the day, half the time I'm right, but she will never.
I have it in writing. Literal.
She'll make up receipts.
Was right.
I think it's very important, so that I don't have to keep guessing. So it's, it's good that to verbalize things and say exactly this is what the plan is, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what will happen or potentially happen. So that's what, I think works for me or is good for me.
Yeah, but to follow up with that, I mean, I think, and Leslie will attest to this, our conversations are generally business. My daughter, pretty much 24/7, right?
In cards.
In our car. Yeah. Business.
I literally had to tell him the other day, I was on the way, we were on the way home, it was a long day. It was like 30 minutes of nonstop talk about cards. I literally looked at him and I'm like, I can't listen to a minute more about a card right now. I just can't.
I'm a C personality, so it's like I have to analyze things, front and back, like 24/7. You know what I mean? And it takes me 2 or 3 days to kind of calculate something.
Yeah.
And he has to completely verbalize it.
Oh.
And it's like, and I'm down most of the time.
No, she's doing well doing it.
So,
But
funny,
sometimes it's just like,
funny story. So the other day, I get a client that calls me about a deck that they have an issue with insurance that they need to kind of like fix a few things about the deck.
Yeah.
So I go in, but then I take a look during the day, then the client wasn't there, and then they came late afternoon. And then before I leave, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go out. I'm going to talk to a client about a deck. And then since my brain was talking about it, and I literally was like, hey, let me show you the pictures.
No, I said, how was that?
No, wait.
I said, how was
Oh,
that?
yeah, how was that? And I'm like, oh, yeah. So let me show you.
Yeah.
So she was watching a show, and then she's like, oh, I could tell from the look, like,
He's
oh,
actually gonna explain.
he's gonna go and explain it. And as I'm pulling pictures and I see her turn, I'm like, oh, okay. I get someone I get to
Explain it, like.
She's like, and then she was like, it's not real estate, it's construction. Yeah. I don't get it. Yeah.
All you had to say was it went well.
No, but it's like, it's the wheels are always turning. Like I'm always thinking about something, and especially I'm doing like 2 different things.
yeah.
And it's like, the minute someone asks me a question, I just vomit whatever is going
Yeah.
out there. Yeah.
Human nature. It's okay. You guys love it. You married us.
Oh, man.
Next question.
Yep. Oh,
You want to go or you want me to?
no, go ahead.
Okay, so what's one moment where my job really impacted our lives, our family, for the better or the worse? All right.
I could probably say like a couple times. I
Better or
think
worse?
both of them are better.
Okay. That's good.
I think when we decided to start flipping houses,
Oh, that's
and then when we started keeping properties, which is both, I believe, better. But it does add more responsibilities, more stress, more chaos at times.
More business talk.
More
analyzing numbers.
Yeah. So, but I think it was for the better. I think it was like real estate was good, but it was like, how can we like move this up a little more?
Yep.
And then how can we move this up a little more again? So I think we've spoken about this before, but I'm like kind of like, oh, well, we should do this. Or maybe we should do this. And Jose will like, I think he picks a part of what I say and then he's like, oh, she got a good idea here. And he'll actually like it.
Well, she'll give me 10 ideas, analyze and say, okay, one will work.
Yeah. So I guess we're a good team in that sense.
But sometimes her ideas are just like, how do I feel?
Well,
You know?
I don't know. Jose can be very content.
Consent.
Simple
Stuff.
pleasures. Simple pleasures.
I see like sometimes like we could do a little more.
See, but she says that, right? But when the shit hits the fan, don't look at Leslie. Give her space for a couple of days. You know what I mean? And to me, it's like, I'm always planning, how about if the shit hits the fan?
Yep.
And that's the stress that sometimes she doesn't see. It's just, Jose will take care of it. You know something?
I mean, hearing that, do you think a lot of times we keep the stress so that they don't see it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's back up. Wait, let's back up.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you there. But Jose is very controlling over his business.
No, not as bad as you expect it to be, but okay.
I don't think it's...
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is very controlling. He does not like to delegate things. He does not feel like anybody does it as good as him. It's so, does he really want me to do it? No, he doesn't. And if I did, it's not going to be to his standard. I'm not going to do it.
Plead the fifth.
But I think it's a trait that a lot of us have. Because, like, I can remember a conversation we had when I decided to kind of, like, build my own team. And so Steph came with the great idea, like, while she was on maternity leave, that I should train her on what the transaction coordinator would do so that when I get someone, that she would train the person. So which would be one less thing that I have to do. I think that never happened. Like, I put the plan together, I started the conversation, and then I was like,
Yeah.
I think I want to do it because, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but I think that's a very common trait when it comes to kind of like the business itself, kind of like keeping an eye on it, keeping kind of like things moving how we expect it to, for lack of a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a number associated with it. So like, to me, it's like anything. It's like house repairs, or like if we get calls from our tenants, it's like, how can I fix this, but fix it as cheap as possible? Fix it right, but fix it as cheap as possible. Leslie will call the plumber. Can you be at home? She wouldn't even ask for a price. She's like, okay, send it. They'll charge me $10,000 to swap a toilet. And then when we get the bill, they say, oh, fuck. And I'm like, no, it's like, those are things that you gotta ask questions. You just can't to get it out of the way, the first person that calls, you give them the gig. No. We're here to make money, not to lose money. Right?
Sure. I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, boy. So my next question is.
Can I answer?
Oh, my bad. See, I got called
He
out.
doesn't want my answer.
Yes, I knew. I think it's going to be very similar. Let's see what's saying. But go ahead.
The question was, how did your job
Impact.
our lives?
Better or worse?
Better or worse. So both ways. I think when you decided to switch to real estate, I think it changed our lives for the better because it provided us with so much flexibility, especially we are just starting our family. So with me having like a set schedule and you having like, you know, some sort of flexibility, it kind of helped, you know, with taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
And then it gave us like I think it gives a lot of like flexibility in terms of like income as well. So that's the better part. But with that comes the fact that it's also can, you know, when you venture into certain deals, like, you know, for example, when you thought about flipping, that kind of affected us in a negative way. But I don't, so it affected us for the worst, but I don't look at it as if like, you know, it's bad. Because I feel like it's best to kind of learn the lesson in the beginning because that was our first flip. So there's so much wisdom that came into that, and it tested us in so many ways. So I feel like we came out like on the other side. We're still coming out of it, but there's multiple doors. But I feel like it gave me so much more tolerance and wisdom. On how to navigate like our marriage in this sense. Like,
I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like, you know, people look at social media and they look at all these TV shows and they just think like flipping is this like
awesome,
wonderful, easy thing that you're just going to become
rich.
You're just this millionaire. And yeah, like it's profitable, but it has a lot of its a lot of negatives, and it's not always profitable, and it's or as profitable as you thought it was going to be. And sometimes you have to weigh, like even if it was profitable, the time I spent on that, was it that profitable? Could I have put my energy into Jose like selling houses or me doing something else, you know, doing more loans or whatever, and make more money that way, and save months of headaches.
There definitely was time where I said, you know, we should have never done this. You know, this is so bad. You know, but also like, you know, you look at it and you're like, I would never say that if we succeeded. You know, so there's always, you know, possibilities that things can go wrong, especially we're not controlling everything. You know, there's other people that comes into play.
Right.
I mean, I'm a risk taker, but I'm very cautious on what I kind of take risk in. You know, and sometimes I learn it's better to say no, commit to something, and then, you know, just to say I had it. You know, I'm doing a project. No, I mean, we want to be able to execute and let it.
I think like our biggest lesson on that part was we knew like the risk. We knew there are bad people out there, but we really didn't think that someone could be that malicious. And I think that's the biggest lesson, our biggest challenge that we did encounter during that flip. I know you guys know what we went through with that guy, and it was great.
Also, like, you know, never underestimating someone's intention. Like everybody's in it to benefit themselves. Like some people are just more willing to like hurt someone else in the process, you know, than other people. So.
But that's why, like in this business, sometimes you have to kind of not be a dink, but kind of you have to say, hey, I mean, this is my money. And it's okay to basically say, you know what, that's too expensive or the situation doesn't feel right. Thank you for your time, but you know, I'm moving on to something else. You know, and having feelings or whatever. No, it's like, yeah, your family is first. And then everybody else comes in after that. It's okay to say no. And sometimes your contractors and people are they kind of push you into a corner, thinking that they're good salesmen.
No, they're very good salesmen.
You know, it's like it's okay to say no. And walk away. So,
interesting. So, on that note, what do you guys think was harder than expected when, in terms of when you guys are looking at us and kind of like us doing what we do, and from your perspective, what's harder than you expected, if that makes sense?
Harder than I expected.
I know, tough question.
I don't
I don't know.
know.
Hey, that means we're doing good.
I don't know if it's harder, but more of a pet peeve. Jose like does not know when to separate himself. At all. Ever. At
From
all.
work.
That's
From-
from work.
Oh.
Ever. And I find it so rude sometimes, especially like if we're with friends or like maybe more like parents that that have become my friends and stuff. Like I feel like I'm always explaining them to myself like, oh, he's working. Oh, because he's just like, and we're in conversation and I'm like, I'm looking at him like my little kid, like we're in the middle of a conversation. Engage here. And sometimes it's okay to let it go.
To let it go.
Especially if it's 20-minute conversation. Let it go. And he's with like that with like real estate. And now with the cards, it's like the other day we were with somebody and I'm like, what are you doing? And then afterwards I'm like, that was super rude. What were you doing? And he goes, sorry, someone was trying to sell me a box. I'm like, are you serious?
Should we do an intervention?
And I laughed. I laughed afterwards, but it's like a constant thing that I
It's
feel
a
like
$1,000 box, and I thought I was getting scammed. So I'm like, do my due diligence.
But it's like, again, that was something that could have been let go for 10, 15 minutes.
No, but I was kind of rude, but they kind of showed up earlier than expected too. That's a fact. Okay,
No,
when we were eating,
No.
yes, they showed up earlier than
no,
expected.
we were late.
No,
Okay, well,
they said they were running errands and they was meeting up with us. Okay,
it doesn't.
why didn't we order first?
Wait a minute. You're putting up excuses on why you were rude. It didn't matter what happened.
Maybe I was rude, maybe, but
You were rude. Not maybe. You were rude.
Eat the fifth. Take the fifth.
Jose is often rude without knowing he's being rude. Often, and he's worked on it a lot. When I first met him, I'm like, we first started this relationship, I'm like, people are walking in, you say hi. And he's like, I did. I'm like, no, you didn't. Life lesson.
Like in my head, I said hi.
He's very good at disassociating himself from what's going on.
Around you.
He is like an expert. I'm like, how do you have that attention span? I'd be like, what?
What is going on? I do that too sometimes because I'm very shy.
Yeah.
And so when there's a lot of people around, it's like I close off.
Yeah.
And so I don't even participate in the conversation.
Yeah.
So it may appear weird or like rude, but it's more me like kind of controlling the environment.
Yeah, but it's one thing like not participating than you like being like just totally ignoring and being on the phone.
no, but to my defense, the way I grew up, okay, like in my family and even till now, you know what I mean? It was only like us five.
Yeah.
So to have company over the house was like super rare.
Yeah.
And even now in my parents' house, if it's not my brothers, their kids, nobody else goes into the house.
Yeah.
It's so closed off that to have company is just kind of a bother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like one of my brothers is a lot like that. You know, but my younger brother and me, we've changed a lot in that regard.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, we know that it's okay to have other people visit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and be okay with it.
Be okay with it.
You know, but
And I love having people at my house. I love being around people that I feel comfortable with. Honestly. But I love having my family over. I love when my boys come over. I love when my friends come over. I'm very welcoming. Jose is not welcoming.
No, but I've gotten better.
No, he's gotten better. But even then, he's not welcoming.
Yeah.
Whenever they tell me someone's coming over, I have a mental breakdown. I'm like, why?
I'm super social. Even
Yeah.
I tell people I'm shy, but people don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm super social, and she's like,
See, it's so funny because I am shy, but not around the people that I feel comfortable with.
I mean, the last 16 years, I've been around more people than I have been the previous, how old am I? 45, right? The previous 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, again, just to be honest, just to be real. And I was actually thinking about this a couple of weeks ago. When I was young, I don't remember ever having a party with anybody else besides my mother, my dad, and my brothers. Okay? I think the first party I've ever had was my 21st birthday. That I really set up a party for myself to celebrate. It was a night to remember. You know? Yeah, so that's how closed off my family was.
Yeah.
So having get-togethers and this and that, no, it was only. That's fine.
Yeah. It wasn't like that with us.
Yeah.
My mother comes from like a big family, lots of brothers and sisters, and I can say like I really enjoyed my childhood of like being around all that. I feel as we got older, things, you know, like nothing really happened, but like life happens. And you separate a little bit when you wish it was still like that. But I feel like when my boys were younger, they were experienced that. I don't feel like Zoe's experiencing it as much as I did and my boys did.
Yeah. But I think that we're making an effort though to have her be around kids her age, even though they're friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
But from school and stuff like that, but yeah, teammates.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question on that, but I'll let you answer first. So I don't get in trouble. What was harder than you expected?
What was harder? Oh, I think I didn't know. What I think maybe was harder than I expected was, it's again the same thing. It's like the unpredictability of like this lifestyle, or you know, it's I have to kind of constantly remind myself that this is not a controlled environment. So this month is not gonna look like the next month, and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, question for everybody.
Okay.
Basically following up on what you were talking about, like how when you were younger, how you didn't have kind of like visitors, so to say. Do you guys think that how we grew up has any impact or dictated our one choice of career, and two, how we manage our business, so to say?
No.
My culture?
No.
Culture.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Some of it I would say yes, but no. Like, I feel like both of our parents are very the same in that aspect, where they expect not that they respect, but they see like the 9 to 5 permanent
With benefits.
paycheck
Yeah.
or consistent paycheck
Mm-hmm.
benefits. They see that as a much better option than what we do. I feel like they don't, and don't get me wrong, I feel like both of our parents know that we do well, but I don't think they cannot fully wrap their heads around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if like I'm actually a result of, how the way my parents got, like, my dad believed in like, you go to work, you make the money, you come take care of your family, and you go back and you do the same thing over. And it's like we rely on the structure of like there's a workplace, you go, you work, You get your paycheck, you know it's coming,
Yeah.
and then you keep it moving.
Yeah.
So when you then try and like, you know, business and you work for yourself and stuff, it becomes like risky.
Yeah.
So we tend to kind of move away from that and go in the safety net of like having working for somebody or something.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, that affected the way I see things. So when Zimmy decided to leave his job and go into real estate, I questioned everything. I was
Two
like,
ladies questioning me at all.
I was like, funny thing, right?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I mean, my grandmother's 90. So the other day she asked me, she was like, how is, because Demi was working, and I went to a party and she was like, how is Demi? And I was like, he's fine. He's doing what he's working. She was like, oh, he got a job? And Demi left his job, what, in 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
2019.
I haven't worked
So,
while since
Yeah.
So I've been unemployed for 7 years.
Yeah.
and I was like, but yeah, so yeah.
No, that's very true, very similar, because I think in one of my episodes I mentioned it. For us Haitians, there's only 4 careers that ever exist. Nothing else exists. You're either a doctor, you're a nurse, engineer, or you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. So I think when I decided to shift, I not only kind of like changed everything, which made it challenging at home, because first off, I didn't go into any one of these traditional career.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to go to med school, but I shifted.
Yeah.
I did psychology.
Yeah.
They didn't understand that. Then I had a pretty decent job at the time, was like stable income and everything. And I decided to leave that and go into something that they're like, okay, what is that? It's supposed to be a hobby.
Yeah, size. Yeah.
It's so funny, because we grew up similar to you guys. And both our boys, well, my boys and his stepsons are older, and they graduated college. And one conversation we had, they were like, he just taught us to go to school, get my education, and get a job. And you never taught us to be entrepreneurs, which is odd because here we are now, we're entrepreneurs, which they've seen it, you know, they first saw it with Jose and stuff, but I always pushed like, you need to get your education and you need to go get a job. And then that little light went on, like, they're right, I did push that for them because I felt like that's the way they were gonna grow up, be able to support themselves and support their family. But I did push that, and they both graduated.
No, but overall, though, I mean, being in sales, you doing mortgage and me doing real estate and flipping houses and this and that. I mean, it is kind of crazy that there is pressure. You gotta produce. You gotta close deals every month.
There is no.
So
there is no. Unless Jose, I would say Jose because he's the. How would you say it? Like the breadwinner in our relationship. It's a constant pressure of like, I need to get the next deal. I need to get the next deal because there is not that.
There's no safety net.
I get paid next Friday. You do if you get a closing.
And that's the thing that annoys me when I was running my office is like the agents think you're making a bulk load of money. But if I don't sell, my family's not eating, and that's the truth, you know?
It is.
And you have to be able to save some for a rainy day.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, there are rainy days in this industry.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Can I keep it real right now?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. But since you say, let's keep it real, you need to say something real.
Yeah. I did. I really had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, boy. No, I mean, one thing I'm gonna add to kind of like what we were just talking about is one thing about like if you don't produce, you really don't earn anything. I think it sort of became real for us when we were going through the midst of the chaos of the flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one thing I always say, and I don't know if you ever agree with me, but I say real estate is treacherous. The minute you divert your attention, your production goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I always say that, and I kind of like in there, it wasn't more true when things started going sideways, you know, when that guy was stealing money and everything.
Yeah.
I had to divert a lot more attention into what was going on, and my production sort of plummeted.
Yeah.
You know, things kind of like I started paying attention to some of the clients. I lost some of the referrals that I got. So, and it's something that had never happened before because I'm known to kind of like, if you give me your name and number until you tell me stop calling it, I'm on it. So, yeah.
Yeah. And the way life works, it is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah. But next question?
Yeah.
All right. A good one. If I start doing real estate tomorrow, what do you think would be the biggest change in our relationship?
That is like
a good-
such a false question. What would you ever do with your life? I don't even know how to begin to answer that. So I pass on that one. He is, and going back from what you said, how you divert your attention, I think is why he does so well. It's truly an obsession for him, and I tell him, like, you are obsessed. It's a constant, like, and it's an obsession that doesn't go away. It's just, he is completely obsessed. He's always, 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 one way or the other, focusing on some type of real estate. It is really,
Making money.
to him, he says that it's about making money. Maybe his obsession is making money, but
It shows as real estate.
it shows us like he has an obsession over real estate and cars now. But it's still more focused on it.
Yeah. It's like, I would say like 95.
I can't even imagine. I will say when we first moved together and we first started our relationship, he did have a 9-to-5, worked for State Street. I will say he always came home grumpy from State Street. Always. I will say he's been doing full-time real estate for 14 years now. I wouldn't change it. Like even when he has the worst deal going on, even when he has the most stress, he never comes home the way he did with State Street.
As you say that, it also makes me wonder, if you had to stop today, I think my biggest worry would be, I don't know if it's like a change, but I would be worried about like how content you would be with whatever you get into. Because the way you said with his 9-to-5, we were dating at that time. You were not happy, you know? And that's what pushed you to like choose a different path. So when you explained, you know, he's not obsessed. I wouldn't say he's obsessed, but you know, you love what you do. You get excited when there's a new project and everything. So I'm kind of worried that if you were to like change, you know, if that would, you know, because I did raise the question as we were going through this challenges. I asked him, I was like, why don't you, you know, get a job? Like, you know, go back into the workforce and get a job. And I never actually thought about it. What would actually change if you were to go back to that you know, mindset that you moved away from?
I think it's really hard to have the jobs that we have, because yours is totally different, with so much flexibility, with being able to set your own schedule per se, and then go back to a very set schedule. that I could never. I could never ever go back. I love being available for my daughter. I love like not having to go to the office if I don't have to. Just different things. I mean, you always have a boss,
Yeah.
but it's not so micromanaged.
Yeah.
And even like with me, I have bosses, but they lead you. But at the end of the day,
It's really you.
it's on me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's different.
I agree.
It's a way different mindset. Like once you get out of it and you're successful at it, it's very hard to go back.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, I don't even look at it as the flexibility. I mean, one of the things is like, I'm pretty much challenged every day. Every deal is different.
Yeah.
So there's a challenge. There's kind of like, I get that gray matter to
Yeah.
work a lot.
Yeah.
That's like thinking about solutions because I'm very solution driven to the point you're frustrated sometimes. When I need to listen, I'm actually trying to fix. But it's really kind of like, I think the fact that the harder I work, the more I make. To me, it feels like my effort is more valued in that sense
No.
than it would be in any other structured career.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the biggest thing. It's like, okay, I need, just for the sake of it, I need 100,000 at the end of the year. I can map out how many transactions I need to do and how hard I need to work to get that 100,000. So I don't think any other career, as far as I know, offers that sort of push, more flexibility.
Yeah, unless you decide to get like an extra job or something.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, but get in business.
All right, fun part. So we have something that's called rapid fire that we do. So this one is edited just for you ladies. So don't overthink it. Just keep it real and be fun.
So what do you mean, rapid fire?
So it's basically, I ask you a question, don't overthink it.
Just spit out.
Just spit out the first thing that comes out.
That is risky.
I know. Challenge.
All right. So I'll ask you first, Leslie. Who's more patient in a relationship?
Oh, yes. There is no question. He is more patient. 100%.
What do you think? Wait, what was it you said the other day about my patience? It was something about we were heading to New York, and I had a client that was roasting me on the phone while I was driving. And then after I hung up, I mean, mind you, he was roasting me for no reason.
Yeah.
He just kind of like just went at it.
Yeah.
And then after I listened to him and calmly answered and kind of like calmed him down, and when the call ended, he's like, "Yep, that would never be me."
What do you mean?
Way more patient, way more understanding. Way too nice.
Yeah,
Nice to be.
That was
Some people in this business have taken advantage of it at me. For real. And to me, that pisses me off. You know?
right there with you.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
just
yeah. I mean, I have the other side, but it just doesn't come out. That's
And
all.
being too nice was the subject. We went to therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Couples therapy was the subject for weeks.
no, because I mean, people sometimes show who they really are, and they're never gonna change.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back into it's protecting your family,
Yeah.
and it's okay sometimes to say that relationship is not good for me
Right.
Yeah.
or my family. It's okay for me to walk away and get it with it, from a distance. And there's a lot of people, there's a lot of snakes in this business.
Oh yeah.
And to me, I mean, I've learned that the hard way too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to walk away from them
Yeah. Yeah.
and not give them time of day.
Next one. Who overthinks more? She already said it. It's like,
He definitely overthinks.
what's one thing that, well, Jose or me,
Yeah.
do that people wouldn't expect?
What's one thing?
That we do that someone that kind of like doesn't know us wouldn't expect?
What did you say?
What's one
I
thing?
thought you said something.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh no, I was like,
I don't. Jose is very predictable. There's not things that.
Donate my time, support the youth, support the homeless.
I think that's predictable.
That's predictable. People know that.
That's predictable.
That's predictable. People know that. There isn't. Jose's very structured. I would say I'm the one that would probably like. People be like, "Oh, she does that."
Structured and loyal.
You.
What's one thing I do that people wouldn't expect?
not do. I would say have. You have a tattoo. I don't think people expect that. I don't know.
Maybe that's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Jose got one tattoo with me
Oh,
one
my
time.
bad. My bad.
Yeah. Not all your back. It's
I
a
got my
little
back.
corner.
That's like tattoo on my back. What are you talking about?
It's literally this, it's literally this big. And he was like pouring sweat the whole time.
No. It's not on my back. It's tattoo.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
She didn't know I was gonna back out.
Yeah. I did
Look,
not believe it until I saw.
No, Jose's this big. And I got this one at the same time and was there an hour longer. And I was just taking it. And he was pouring sweat. Like, I can't believe it took that long. It was 30 minutes.
What's that? 20? Who's that? Does do tattoo 30 minutes?
It was 30 minutes.
For like 30 hours. What are you talking about? 30 minutes.
Oh, another thing. You're a musician.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
An actual musician.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what's one argument that comes up more often than it should?
How much money I spent. All the time.
Real?
Didn't come up.
Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.
She's a case spender.
How much do you help around the house?
What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
What?
Wait, I thought this was let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Lied
Yes.
about your tattoo and now you're lying.
Yo, I take out the trash. Who did Taco Tuesday a couple weeks ago? Yeah, like, damn, this shit looks good. Nah?
That was the first time.
Thank you.
That was the
Thank
first
you,
time in
see?
10 years my daughter saw him have a stove.
See?
The first time in 10 years she almost.
But
and
I
then-
retired that sign like 20 years ago.
Anyway,
Oh boy.
Yeah. I tell Timmy all the, I'm like, there's no magic. Like all these things, somebody do them.
wait,
I think
I can do this.
What?
When Jose finally does something,
Oh yeah.
he's like,
I did this.
I did it. I'm like,
You are
okay,
Like-
yeah, I do it all the time. And he does, like, when he tells me to smile, and like, look what I did. And I'm like, really? Like, I do that all the time. I don't say like, I did that. Or he'll pick up something. He's like, I picked this up. Okay.
We do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. So what's one thing you appreciate but don't say enough?
Ew.
Be nice.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
I do appreciate how patient you are with me because I know I can work a nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he tells me that you're crazy.
You signed an NDA.
You're,
I'm kidding.
Jose's very patient with me also. I feel like Jose and I are very different in the where I say he's like very internal with what he's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, he's my safe space. So when I'm freaking out, I'm like, ah, but he'll just sit there and listen and just be like, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's my person for that. Like, that's why he handles me well.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
She's crazy too.
I don't think people would.
I think we're alike. They're alike.
Actually, I think Stephanie's more like Jose.
Don't say, yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I think I'm more like you.
Yeah.
Except maybe the part where we probably both freak out.
Freak out.
But other than that, the personalities I see, they're more like probably you and I.
Yeah.
All right, time to open the cards.
Thanks to our sponsor, Pokemon Company.
Yep.
We're looking for sponsor, guys.
Wait a minute.
So Leslie wants to say something. Okay?
Yes, there's always a story that goes with the box. So today's little.
Tell us story.
So, I picked up a hobby of knitting. I loved knitting. I love knitting. I haven't done it in a few weeks because Zoe's really busy. And when I start something, it's like I want to finish it.
Yep.
And I haven't been able to. And so my husband has given me an obsession of Pokemon cards. And I decided last week, I was like, I want to do a master set. And a master set is like when you get every card in that series. So I am doing a master set for Perfect Order because it's one of the smaller ones. So I'm like, oh, if it's my first one, then, you start off small and it can get expensive. So in that being said, I'm sharing this box with you. It's really hard because I don't like sharing my risk.
She tells me to delegate, see?
But I don't like. So I said, Jose, do you want to do it? And he's like, no, it's okay. I go, okay. So, yes. And it's so funny because my son was into Pokemon in a different way for a lot of years, but he played more where we collect for value. And now I'm just doing this master set.
Okay.
So it's become like a habit that it seems like almost every weekend, at least we go to a car show.
Yeah.
At least for a couple hours.
And it's become a habit that Jose stops at every store possible to see if they're carrying.
Just to give that kid.
So yesterday, he stopped at Target.
But I stopped at Target for One Piece.
Yes. Oh, that's his new.
Yeah, that's my new.
That's his new thing that he's looking into is One Piece.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't have my focus on everything, so he can focus on that because I'm still here. But he's like, oh, they have these Perfect Order sets. They had the ETBs and they had these bundle sets. But at Target, you're only allowed to get two. So he got two, and then I came back. I went later, and I was able to get a few. So I went to school. I will say my senior year.
We won't share this.
So yeah.
Yep. So we get to open the pack.
Nope.
Let's see if we get any. These in this. Like Pokemon, we need sponsors. Should I get a knife to open it or we? Don't you have a knife? From the bottom of here, it open.
So what am I missing?
So we basically look at them and we read the name.
Flighting, Ariado, Pelito, Tarango, Drapion, Barbarico. Some of these names.
Anything great.
Yeah, these suck.
Yeah.
These suck. No hits here.
No hits here either.
Come on, Pokemon, you got it for better.
Yeah.
I can recognize some of these off the top of my head that I have a lot of these already.
Yeah.
There's probably a few that I don't have. So with me right now with this, even the low value cards I look for because it's gonna complete the set.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
There's a nice rabbit cat.
let me see. Yeah.
Look.
So there's two. So just to let you know, like this Aurora card, there's a plain looking one, and then there's the shiny one.
Yeah, the shine.
Oh, did you?
Breast.
Oh,
I got a light breast.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
So that's probably the better That's
Then I'm gonna try.
Yeah. But I need both
Yeah, come
to complete.
That,
Yeah.
that,
Kind of.
it's shiny. It's gotta come for something.
But they're starting to date too.
Yeah.
So when you guys go to Walmart, Target, if you guys see one piece, just buy it and I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Just buy everything you can.
Anything Pokemon.
Anything Pokemon, One Piece.
That's it.
And that's okay, man.
One piece will be preferred.
I will demo you.
No, but thanks for being with us.
To have.
Yeah.
That is a great hobby.
Yeah, and we love it because my daughter likes it.
Yeah.
She likes sports cards more than
Yeah, she does. She can't wrap she can't wrap her head around the Pokemon, where I feel like she's really into basketball and really into soccer. And she knows some of the football.
Yeah.
So she's really good at knowing who the players are.
Okay.
So I think she understands it better. Like, oh, that's I don't know, Jason Tatum. That's Jason Tatum. I see him playing like here. She's like, who is this
I think it's different because this is a lot more our era.
Yeah.
Because I grew up battling with cards and everything, so that was a thing. Like in school, we would hide in a corner and play or exchange cards. So that was a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I feel like that's a good thing to have it a hobby
Yeah.
together. What is ours?
But the
We like movies. I mean, our hobby is movies. but
Movies,
I love movies and older movies.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think it'll be hard for you to pick a movie that I haven't watched.
Yeah.
And usually I'm always trying to pull like,
Yeah,
okay,
me too,
we'll
yeah.
watch like a movie together and kind of like have conversations about it. Yeah.
There's a few of them, like you got me to watch like the whole thing.
Oh, I got her into Marvels. So
Yeah, that's
'cause
six.
as you can
Yeah.
tell, I'm a big superhero.
So it's funny because Jose and I can't always agree on what we like to watch together. So we'll watch some things together, but mostly we watch our things.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's one thing that, kind of keeps you talking,
Yeah.
other than working.
but also it gets me away from day-to-day real estate
Oh, yeah.
mentality.
Yeah.
So it kind of disconnects me
Yeah.
from that. So sports sometimes does it, but this thing has gotten me out there too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an investment. I love it. It's an investment. So make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But any other final words?
No. That was fun.
Yeah.
This was a lot
So-
easier than I thought.
So the last
Question?
which is basically the knowledge drop, is what's one mistake that you think we've made in our relationship that kind of like moved us further along in the relationship?
That's like the pivot question.
What is like, what do you mean a mistake as
That's
an
like-
agent?
I mean, whatever way you want to look at it, like whether it's within the relationship, whether it's like the business part, because I always think like, there's no real separation between us in the business and the real life, because I always think that they mesh together.
Yeah.
So basically, if it's a mistake, whether it's in the business, that's sort of, because everything we do in the business affects home.
Yeah.
So if it's a mistake there, that kind of like we learn from it, allowed us to move further along. Or if it's a mistake in the relationship itself, that we learn from and move forward.
I would say if we're keeping it real,
Yeah.
at the beginning, Jose and I kept our money very separate. And like my bills were my bills, Jose's bills were his bills. And until we decided that's not how it operates best for us, and now everything is ours, I think the trust is there so much more. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, but
Other than he's complaining.
I'll always complain, but I mean, again, that's some ways that I kind of grew up.
Yeah.
The way
No,
ways of
my parents,
thinking
like, everything
and
was
stuff
very
like that. It's
separate.
like to me, it's like I don't want to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he talked me into getting a joint account.
Yeah.
My mindset is, mine is mine, yours is yours, and we work together on something.
Yeah.
But I think that was great. If I had to say like one mistake, maybe it's like being way too trusting. So I think that's kind of like that same factor of like trusting. So I feel like being way too trusting and
Yeah. I was way more trusting at the beginning than.
so now.
Yeah.
Jose is all. I'm more like Ebony.
Skeptical.
Like I will open myself up to you and then you burn me after.
Exactly.
Where Jose, you have to build it
Build,
first
earn the
and
trust.
then he opens up. That's
I'm always wondering what's in it for you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, it's good to be cautious. I mean, especially in business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, like I go back in, there's a lot of bad people in
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
that want to screw you and make you think.
We can, if Jimmy wants to admit it, but if, I'm always, certain things I can like see them from a mile away and I voice them, but because I am so negative,
Most of the
Jimmy
time.
just to kind of shut it out and then it happens.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I told you so.
And it doesn't happen, and I'm like, do you see it?
Yeah, I think it goes both ways with us, where he's been right on some things.
Yeah.
More right. More right than wrong.
Not even go there. I don't like how he does that though. I don't like how he's like stop. Like it's okay for you to say, "You're right." No, it's okay for you to say, "Hi, how are you? I'm Jose." Like sit down and have a conversation because you're so closed off from the beginning. Unless you probably guys don't see
That's
that.
what I was gonna say. It's hard for me to picture it
Yeah.
because I always felt like when I met you guys, both of you.
Well, I think like from the first time we had a good conversation, good
Yeah.
relationship.
He's not always. He's not.
I got lucky.
He's funny. Like even with our boys, like I mean, one of our oldest boys. I mean, he's been obviously with his fiance for a long time, and now he's like open. But I feel like even with their girlfriends, when they bring, I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" He's like, "You're way too nice to me," and I'm like,
But
Wait, how you put him through the ringer?
But it goes back into the way I was brought up. I've come a long way. Because my dad is still the way he is, you know it.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way my older brother is, like, I mean, again, it's just, they just see things the way they are and don't let nobody in.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's why I would love to see a recording of my older brother, my dad, and my sister's fiance in a room. I would love to see that recording because I'll bet that they don't talk to him at all. That they'll just ignore that he was there.
yeah."
You picture them having a conversation with him?
No.
But that's the way I was brought up. Like, there's only it's small circles.
Small circle.
You know, you're only that cool club. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't go off it because if you do, you're an alcoholic. You're this, you're that. It's always like
But I feel if we go back on one of the questions, I feel like that's affected him in his business.
Yes.
I feel like it has in the way where he's not good at recruiting.
No.
And maybe a lot of people misinterpret him. Like he's not
Yeah.
Wow.
like he's not so nice, so he's so whatever. But like not because he's my husband, but he's not approachable. Yeah.
I mean, you do get to see a different side
Yeah.
of him. You have a bigger picture of
Right.
him than.
But he's really like the nicest, most easy-going person. When you get to know.
And I go back to, I feel like that is one thing that has surprised me doing sales because I struggle with that almost every day. Yeah. I sometimes got to catch myself. You got to tell myself, you know what? You got to be open-minded. You got to be friendly. You have fix your face. Those are things that sometimes
Yeah.
I think the back of my mind I always have. and it helps helping, land deals because of it, because you just, in this business, being social helps you,
Helps. Yeah.
and I feel like at the beginning, I struggled big time with that.
But I mean, finding that right balance on how social and how pessimistic, if I can say, or skeptical you are, it's a tough balance.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think that's my journey now, like how nice or how much of a hard ass I need to be.
Find
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But
Hey,
it's been real.
it's been real.
That was great.
We were with the Real JEP. So if this resonated with you, building a business while in a relationship, make sure you DM us, send us your story. Who knows? We might read it live. But thank you.
Like and subscribe.